Yo! What is up, my dudes? I hope you are having an awesome, fantastic day. Welcome, everybody. It's good to see you all here. Welcome, Twilight Cord. Welcome, Polly. Always a pleasure. And welcome, Tree Leo, as well. Hope you guys are doing great. I do have a few things to give you guys updates on before we get too deep into the stream today. So first of all, I know that last stream was a little bit shorter than we are used to. It was, look, man, I was very sick. As it turns out, I did not have just an ear infection, but I also had food poisoning. It was nasty. I was, I was completely out of it for basically 4 days. It was something that I do not wish even on my worst enemies. But we are definitely going to last a lot longer than like an hour and 20 minutes this go around, don't you worry. Because I have lots of things that I want to discuss about the Legend of Zelda movie. Oh no, it was bad. It was bad. I still have a little bit of an ear infection, which is unfortunate. Like my right ear, I can't hear everything coming into it, and I'm still the slightest bit dizzy, but things are still okay. Oh, we do not have the paraglider when we're in here. Interesting. But yeah, I have been recovering. Thank you, Polly. I also want to catch up with chat, which, by the way, Twilight actually is reminding me. Guys, I have new follower emotes! Oh my goodness! It's so exciting! So, Twitch actually updated their policy, so I do not have to stream for like 60 different days in order to unlock follower emotes. Yeah, I know, it's exciting. Yeah, so I have Funky Kong, and then I also have just a waving high emote. What I am probably going to do is after stream today, I am going to create another one. Thank you so much. What I'm probably going to end up doing is I want to make like a Garl emote and have that as a sub-only emote. And then take one of my sub-only emotes and then turn it into a follower emote. Oh yes, wonderful. That is why it is there, Polly. And especially for when somebody activates Funky Mode, I have been waiting to have follower emotes because when somebody activates Funky Mode, that is cause for celebration. That is something that everybody should be able to celebrate and participate in. And so now we have Funky Kong finally here to join the party. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, the reason why I want to have Garl from Sea of Stars as a sub-only emote is because, like, I have played Sea of Stars, and I don't want, like, I don't want people who are new to the channel to, like, post the Garl emote and then talk about Sea of Stars spoilers, when they see Garl, just, like, say, oh yeah, like, oh, the end of the story, don't you think it's so amazing and whatnot? And, like, I don't want to spoil that for you guys. Perfect use of the emote, 400 channel points away from... 400? Oh my gosh. Polly, you are so close. Oh, that's gonna be so great. I love me some Funky Mode. Oh, yes. See, the thing is about this game, it's not very speedrun friendly in the very first start of the game. You're only 100 away? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready. But yeah, I am so excited to finally have follower emotes. Now everybody can use custom emotes. It's gonna be great. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so basically what the plan is for today for stream is I figured that we would play a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom. Do some of the Great Sky Island. And just wander around Hyrule for a bit, and then we would talk about the Legend of Zelda movie. You just started this game a week ago. Oh my goodness! Oh, Tree Leo, this is so exciting. Oh my gosh, this is such a good game. I think that this might be one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite game of all time. It's so good. What do you think of it? Should I head out? Yeah, I know that you're going to be starting streaming. Thank you very much. Yeah, chances are I will be streaming later on. Whenever I play this game, I always lose track of time. You'll save monkey foot mode for now? Okay, alright, wonderful. Well, have a fantastic stream, and I hope to hear back from you maybe after you raid. But have a good one in the meantime. Yeah, I absolutely love this game. I was thinking either Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, but like I've really been itching to play Tears of the Kingdom again. Really good so far. Just been hunting shrines and exploring a lot. One dungeon down. Okay, which dungeon did you start off with? Out of curiosity. I think that on my playthrough, I started off with the one near Rito Village. I don't want I don't want to say anything for spoilers, obviously, if this is the first time that you're playing the game.
It is said that my ancestors, the first of Hyrule's royal family.
I will say that like this is still not a perfect game for me. There's still definitely some issues, and I would make a few tweaks here and there. But it is so good. If it's between Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, I definitely am more a fan of Tears of the Kingdom. And I love Breath of the Wild already so much. You discovered the airship, but it didn't let you go in until you started the story. Oh, okay. Alright. So your first dungeon was also my first dungeon as well. That's cool. So, I don't know. I kind of want to at least get to the Great Sky Island before we start talking about the movie. But what I'm hoping is, like, when I was at work and when I should have been focused on work, I instead was writing down all sorts of ideas for the Legend of Zelda movie. It is kind of a new playthrough, and okay, here's the thing, Twilight. We are starting a new playthrough on, like, I have two Switch profiles, one that is Wobble Dude, and the other that is, like, a profile page that I just call Mario. And Mario is the profile that I have on my Switch for, like, new playthroughs of games that I have already beaten, but I want to do again on stream. So we are starting all the way from scratch with Tears of the Kingdom. And here's my idea if we want to turn this into a more extended playthrough. I could do a minimum hearts run, where I still end up going to all the different dungeons, and obviously you have to get heart containers after you finish those dungeons. But the only thing that we can spend spirit orbs on is, stamina. Or we might be able to beat this game all the way without having to do any dungeons. We just do shrines, and that way, if we don't do dungeons, then we shouldn't have to get any additional heart containers. We could just make this as brutal of a game as possible. I want to, like, minimize the heart containers that, I would have playing. I think it's possible to ignore the dungeon heart containers, not positive. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it and do some research. I will definitely upgrade clothes. Yeah, if that is what I end up doing. Because if I'm not allowed to upgrade clothes and I go into the final boss, like, one hit, like, if the final boss sneezes in my general direction, then I'm gonna be toast. So, yeah. You'd ignore dungeons makes the ending much more challenging. Yeah, I think that would be so interesting. But then we would only have... I think... Does it start you off with 3 hearts? Does it force you to take the 4th heart? I'm trying to remember. I say it's been a while since I played the game, when literally, like, it was May 12th. You think it does? Okay, yeah. So if I try to tackle the entire game with 4 hearts, that would... Ooh. I would have to do all the bosses without taking a hit. Let's think about it for a little bit. I might accept the hearts from dungeons. I don't know. Let's let's think about it a little bit. Let's like steep on it a little bit. I absolutely love this cutscene. Guys, the first time that I streamed this game, when it came out, I played through the first, like, 40 minutes of the game and didn't realize that it was recording the audio from the game. Like, the game was silent on stream, and nobody was able to let me know because I had emotes-only chat, and it was bad. So now we finally have a stream where we can see this cutscene in its entirety, complete with audio. Oh my gosh, this cutscene goes hard. It's so scary. Hyrule Castle, going up. Oh, I have a meme for this, hold up. I did not do everything in the first playthrough. So I did all of the dungeons. I beat the final boss. I did all of the different side quests for the stables. I did Terrytown. But I didn't actually do Lurelin Village. I know that Lurelin Village has an entire quest line, and I never did that in my other playthrough of the game. And I know that there's several other side quests that I didn't do. I think that the side quests are done so much better in this game compared with Breath of the Wild. It's so good. Oh my goodness. Look who's giving us a hand. Get it? Yeah. Anyways, we got magical green rocks now. And the castle goes up, and everybody's panicking. It's quite literally getting close to the end of the world. Dude, could you imagine going outside and seeing... Oh, yeah. He's so very sad. Oh. Worth it. I figured that somebody was going to shoot me with the pun gun for that one. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, Twy. I definitely deserve that. What power do you use the least? Probably... so are you familiar with all the powers? I don't want to spoil anything. There is one power that I definitely use the least. Like, there's one power that I use the most, and, like, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what power that is. And then there's, like, the other three that are not as useful. Oh, map? Oh, I mean... Oh, like, on the ability wheel? Oh, yeah, I never use map. I just press minus. It's so much more convenient. Just the ones from the first shrines. Oh, okay, so the abilities. Okay, I thought you were talking about, like, powers from the sages. Whoopsies. Anyways, of the abilities, the one that I use the least... Yeah, map.
Link.
Definitely map.
Awake.
Hey, you. You're finally awake. You were trying to seal the darkness. You can't skip this cutscene, I don't think. Yeah.
Your wounds were severe.
My gosh, look at his long flowing hair. I want to know what Link's conditioner routine looks like.
However, was beyond saving. I had to replace it lest the injury endanger you further.
You really gotta hand it to him, huh? I'm sorry, there are just so many opportunities for puns. Oh, look! We get the Master Knife! Yay! Master Knife. I wonder if it spreads butter. Anyways, yeah, like, once we get to the Great Island, like, I literally have a page of lined paper, Decayed Master Sword, that has all these different notes for things that I want to talk about with the Zelda movie. I'm sure that you guys heard the news, and Shigeru Miyamoto was, like, in charge of the Nintendo Twitter, and literally, was like, "Hi, this is Miyamoto. I want to let you know that we have been hard at work with a live-action Legend of Zelda movie." He was very like upfront about it. Um, but yeah, it is going to be co-produced by Sony of all companies. Um, which is particularly interesting because like this is almost Nintendo and Sony burying the hatchet. They really did not get along in the 1990s. For those who don't know, the Nintendo 64 was supposed to have like a disc attachment for playing more advanced titles, and it was supposed to be developed by Sony, and it was going to be like a really nice, awesome partnership, and then Nintendo ended up abandoning the plan, and Sony was like, "Oh my gosh, well this is ridiculous. We are going to go ahead and take this technology for a disc-based system, and we are going to create the PlayStation, and we're going to do our own thing," and that's how the PlayStation ended up working. But now Nintendo and Sony are working together for this. Apparently the director previously worked on the Maze Runner movies, which we're gonna talk about later. Ooh, archaic legwear. Yes. We aren't gonna get the shirt just yet, I don't think. Unless I missed the shirt. Oh well. It would only provide one little bit of protection anyways. And then the producer... Oh, hello! Oh, I love hearing that sound occasionally. Thank you, Trilio. I just love this shot. Hold up. Oh my gosh, look at that dragon! Guys, the dragons are back. Oh. The music, it's so good. Such a good establishing shot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so they announced the director and and one of the producers. Like the producer previously ended up working with a lot of the different Spider-Man films, including Morbius. Fun fact, they have a rather interesting filmography. Let's just build up the stamina again. There we go. Just in case. I didn't want to drown in the opening. In the opening a little bit. Okay, Tree Branch. So yeah, so now that we're on the Great Island, let's go ahead and talk. So, if you guys have any ideas of what you would want to include in the Zelda movie, feel free to also pop those in chat. I am by no means like an authority on the movie, and so if you have ideas that you want to see, like feel free to drop those in chat. I'm hoping to have a little bit of like back and forth with all of this. Avi Arad has a bad reputation with Spider-Man fans. Yeah, I know, and so it's really... It's interesting that they ended up working with him, and they chose him of all things. I immediately wanted to fuse the horn, but then I forgot. Yeah, I don't have fuse yet. I'm a little baby. Danny DeVito. Oh, no. We're going to talk about casting decisions. I think that Danny DeVito is better than my choice. So, here's what I have on my little outline. I first want to start off by talking about, like, the choice to do a live action and some of the benefits and disadvantages that come with that. Then I want to talk partly about, like, how difficult it would be to take The Legend of Zelda specifically and translate it into the medium of film, and maybe talk about how other forms of media might even be better, but, like, how film still might be able to work. and then I want to talk my ideas for casting. I'm sure that you guys have your ideas for casting as well. But oh, cool! We're gonna get the Nintendo Switch. Nice. The guy who plays Leonard in Big Bang Theory as Beetle. Oh my gosh, I haven't even thought about who Beetle is. Okay, Twilight. I'm not ready to talk casting. Should we talk casting first? Should we talk casting and just get it out of the way? Is that what we're feeling? Like, I was kind of gonna save that for later. But if we're on the subject, I mean, we might as well just kind of dive into it. Okay, so you say that Danny DeVito as Tingle and then the guy who plays Leonard as Beetle. I kind of want to go through this like one by one. And the first... Oh, no, save it for later? Okay, you know what? Let's save it for later. Let's do that. So, first things first. They're choosing to go live action. Out of all the options, should I actually create a poll? Let's create a poll. Let's get some back and forth going that way. I'm gonna create a poll. Let's do a new poll. What would you want new faces for almost any? Interesting. Okay, what would you prefer for the format of the Zelda movie? I'm gonna go live action. Let's go 2D animation or computer, or like let's just say CGI / computer animation. Let's go with that. So, whoops, hold up. I forgot that I have my I forgot that I had my facial animations also matched to different punctuation marks. Anyways, like Netflix did with One Piece. Ooh. Now that would be interesting. Okay. So we have to go here as well. Live action. It's an interesting choice. Did we get anything? Yes, give me the apple. Give me the apple. Oh, plus we get a stick here. Nice. I'm going to talk about my opinions about live action versus animation once we get the results of the poll, which is going to close really soon. Okay, let's view the results. Okay, interesting. All right, so 50-50, 2D animation and computer animation. Okay, so out of those three options, nobody ended up voting for live action, and I think that there is a reason for this. And I think that the reason is that live action, at least in my opinion, live action is not going to be the best, because in order to have live action, you're going to have an over-reliance on CGI for all the different effects, like magic. Like Studio Ghibli, I think that Studio Ghibli would be fantastic to work with. Okay. Ooh, I'll get your wooden stick. Thank you. So here's the thing, like 2D animation, personally, I would prefer 2D animation for a Zelda movie, because 2D animation is so beautiful. Oh, I cannot carry anymore. Haha. Funny. I know this isn't the way to go. We're just kind of exploring for a bit. 2D animation is absolutely beautiful, and if you're going to do 2D animation, I feel like you might as well go the anime route. I think that Studio Ghibli would do a fantastic job. But 3D animation could also work. It's just that the games themselves are 3D. They are very stylized. I think that if you were going to do 3D animation, it should be stylized in a way that is kind of similar to the games, maybe with cell shading and whatnot. I wouldn't want to have something that looks like a Pixar film, for instance. I don't want to have something that looks like a generic Disney film. I think that there's more flexibility generally when it comes to the like 2D animation side. I know that there's so much that you could do with 3D animation, and Spider-Verse and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish are testament to this. Like, you can do amazing art styles in 3D animation, and if they were to pull off 3D computer animation in one of those art styles, or something that is that bold and brazen, I think that it could work really well. But, again, you gotta be careful. You gotta have it actually look consistent and good. I myself am not an animator. I'm not really well equipped to dive into the details of that, but I hope that you get what I mean. 2D animation, again, something that's with Studio Ghibli, I think that would be wonderful. But live action. The benefits of live action is that you're able to get really good facial expressions that look realistic, and it's going to have more of a gritty, like, realistic feel to it. Kind of similar to Twilight Princess. Okay, where do we go? That's the first time that we've opened the map. Oh, yeah, we gotta... Oh, my gosh. We're completely wandering. I forgot what we were supposed to do. I didn't read instructions. Now we need to head this way. All the way to... Oh, dragon! Hello, dragon. Yeah, we definitely headed the wrong direction. That's all right. I do think that live action can work, but I am worried about over-reliance on CGI for the dungeons, for the environments, and for, like, magical effects. Opinion that Nintendo's not gonna... I want it to be PG-13, too. I think that if you're going to have... Like... Okay, so Tears of the Kingdom is rated E10 and up, like everyone 10 and up. And Breath of the Wild is rated the same. You might be able to get away with PG, but if you're going to go in on cinematic, I feel like you should go, like you're talking about, with dark. You need to have a dark story. That's going to play really well for movie-going audiences. Okay. I just wanted to do that. Quickly dispatch of that guy. Okay, spear. We got a long stick. Wonderful. Cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the long stick. Get some distance going. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, no, I definitely want it to be more of a dark story, but so yeah, I'm worried about over-reliance on CGI with live action. I want it to feel and look more realistic. I don't want it to feel like a Marvel film. And I'm scared that it's going to feel like a Marvel film, especially with it being produced by Sony. So these are things that we got to look out for. Obviously, like, we shouldn't pass judgment until the movie actually comes out, but, like, those are my thoughts. I think dark moments would be cool, but I doubt they'll make the whole story. Well, yeah, like, I think that there need to be really positive motifs and really positive, like, subplots. And the way that you would do that is with the different side characters. But that also brings me to another issue that I have with it being live action. Hylians are not the only race of people that live in Hyrule. You also have the Rito, you also have the Gorons, and you also have the Zora. And I do not want there to be live action Zora that look like it's an Avatar movie. I don't even know how you would do live-action Gorons. But, like, I'm really worried... Like, if you're going to do live action side races like Goron's, Rito, and Zora, then you gotta hopefully do costumes that themselves have like a lot of practical effects. Ooh. There we go. And we take a stick. Perfect. All right, we got a rusty broadsword. That does 5 damage. Let's go. And we got a shield. Wonderful. Like, I'm worried about what those other races are going to look like in live action, because if they end up doing CGI Gorons and CGI Rito, I'm worried about that. If you were to have the Rito and they are designed like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but they are done with practical costumes, I think that could look so cool. Make it like a never-ending story. I still haven't seen that, Oh, wait a minute. Guys. Like, I still haven't seen it, and I really need to see Neverending Story. It's definitely on the list. What if they make the movie stop-motion animation?
It was I that spoke to you earlier. That arm originally belonged to me.
I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. Make Gorons like rock eaters. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up what that looks like in here. Let's do rock eaters never ending story. I want to see what you're doing for reference. I could see that, yeah. But again, I'm really hoping that for the other races that they have practical costumes or animatronics or puppets or something, and not like CGI. That's my 2 cents anyways. But yeah, that's what I'm feeling about live action. The other thing that I want to talk about is the difficulty of translating something like The Legend of Zelda to film. What do I mean by this? I think that The Legend of Zelda is such a fantastic, brilliant video game series, but one of the reasons they are so great is because they are video games, and there are certain stories and certain types of engagement that naturally work really well with video games. 2D platformers, for instance. It's not really easy to translate a 2D platformer into a... fall damage. Yummy. Into a movie. Now, granted, they did that with the Mario movie, and I think that they actually did a pretty good job. It was done by Illumination Entertainment. Is it a good movie? It's not the best movie. It's probably one of the better movies that Illumination has created, but it's still... Oh, goodness. Hello. You have a bow and arrow, and you have arrows. I would like that, please. Yes. Are you going to drop any arrows? Please give me some arrows. Yeah, buddy. But yes, anyways. What was I saying? I was so excited for bow and arrow. Oh, yeah, so there are, like, 2D platforms. Illumination actually did a really good job with the Mario movie. The plot isn't quite there, but the plot is as good as I would expect out of a Super Mario Brothers movie. There are some other, movies that realistically could translate really well into... or some video games that could translate really well into movies. Now, I know that the Resident Evil movies did not do very well for viewers or in the box office. Oh my god, Link does little wet footprints. And they dry. I never noticed that. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. The movies definitely did not play out, but I think that that's because it was done by script writers and directors that did not honor the Resident Evil lore to the same degree that fans were hoping for. I think that you can translate that well into movies. Can you translate the uh can you translate Zelda into a movie? Well, in order to answer that question, we need to ask ourselves why people play Zelda games in the first place. The answer is going to be different for everybody. Some people play Zelda for the story. Some people really want to stay on top of the new incarnation of Hyrule. What is this version of Link up to? What is this version of Zelda up to? What does their relationship look like? Uh, why and how is Hyrule under threat? These are things that lots of people do find really engaging, and that is why they want to play Zelda games. But I think that a large part of the player base plays The Legend of Zelda because they really like the dungeons and they really like the puzzles. Please switch the director. I can't think it will be creative. It was Westball. Yeah. Here is the I'm gonna briefly talk about director choice with West Ball. Here's the one thing that I think is going to maybe play in favor of something like The Legend of Zelda with West Ball. West Ball ended up doing the Maze Runner movies, or was it just one movie or was it a series? Let's see. Maze Runner films. Oh, okay, so there were it looks like 3 movies that were made. Now granted, I have not seen the movies. All right. Okay, he did end up making 3. Thank you. So I've never seen the movies. Obviously, I'm going to give the director the benefit of the doubt. But here's why I think that might actually play well into the strengths of Tears of the Kingdom, or sorry, the Legend of Zelda movie. The Maze Runner movies, if they ended up being well done, and again, I don't know exactly how this is, so I might be completely just making a really not good point. In order to do a well-done Maze Runner movie, then you have to portray the mazes in a really large and daunting way. And I think that might prove really good for if you want to portray whatchamacallit. If you want to portray dungeons. Yeah, I've seen them based on the books. They were pretty good, and he changed too much. He did change too much, or he did not change too much. Either way, if the movies themselves were good for the Maze Runner films, that actually gives me hope for some of the things in a Legend of Zelda movie. Because if you're gonna do the Legend of Zelda movie, you gotta touch on the dungeons. And the dungeons gotta feel big. Oh, he changed too much? Okay. How did the mazes look in the movie? In the movies, though? Did the mazes, did the set pieces actually look really impressive? I know that there's only so much control that you can have as director and not, set designer. Books were good, the movies you didn't like. Okay. Okay. Here's the other thing. The mazes were CGI. Were they good CGI, or were they not very believable CGI? Impressive for CGI, I guess. Okay, alright. See, that gives me hope. Because if you're going to be portraying the dungeons, I want to be immersed in those dungeons. So that does give me hope. The other thing that does give me hope for the movie is the fact that Nintendo is willing to work directly with the director and with the producer. Like Shigeru Miyamoto, and if Eiji Aonuma, I really hope that Eiji Aonuma also ends up working on this movie. And if you can also get Yoshiaki Koizumi, I think his name is, If you can get him on board too, then it's going to be really creative. So I really hope that there are lots of creative leads at Nintendo that are able to work really closely with this film and make sure that it is up to snuff. Thank you, Nightbot. Let me take a sip of water. Hey, by the way, everybody, let's make sure that we're staying hydrated. Hydration is super important. Anyways, scope and pins. Yeah, I know. Okay. So from here, we're going to want to head back down. And we go this way. Okay. We're going to fuse these bad boys. Boom. Sorry, I'm focused on Ultra Hand right now. Okay. Boom. Let's go. Oh my gosh, little crickets. I love little crickets. They're so cute. Okay. So we can head this way. That's pretty high up. And we might as well go this way. We're already here. But, okay, so when we're talking about dungeons... Sorry, I'm always getting distracted. When we're talking about dungeons... That's another reason why I'm actually a little bit nervous. Yo! Thank you so much, Montananez? I hope I pronounced that correctly. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Funky Fresh crew. How are you doing today? So, like I said, we were just talking about dungeons. This is why I'm actually a little bit worried for the movie again. So if you are the type of player that ends up playing Legend of Zelda games for the story, for the characters, that's going to play off really well in film. But if you want to play The Legend of Zelda because you like puzzle solving, because you like dungeons, I honestly don't know how you're going to be able to portray those dungeons in the form of a movie. Wait, what did he ask? Sorry. Trouble by the site. Yes. Okay, we can fuse those things. Let's go ahead and actually do that real quick. Let's fuse all of these guys together, because I want to head over to that island over there. One of the main reasons why dungeons are so satisfying in The Legend of Zelda is because they pose problems to solve, and you, as the player, are tasked with solving them. You have to flex your creative muscles in order to do all of that effectively. Let's just go ahead and throw at. I don't know how you're going to portray that in a movie. Like, you can't have the audience solve the puzzles. You can have Link solve the puzzles, but then that also robs the audience of some of the satisfaction that you get from solving those. Okay, it's not going to reach all the way across. Dang it. Okay, so we need to chop down a tree. I think the dungeons will be the best part of the movies. Interesting. The Maze Runner movies did anything good. It's all about solving problems in the maze. Okay, yeah. And again, I haven't seen those movies. So it really is going to depend on the script writers and their ability to get the audience to buy into the puzzle solving of the dungeons. But that is what I am worried about. Like, so much of Zelda is about puzzle solving. And I just don't know how you portray that in film. But if they are able to pull it off, then that's amazing. But, also, the dungeons, one of the reasons why the dungeons are so cool is because they are so grand in scope. Because they are epic. And if anybody can pull off epic scope, it's probably the guy who directed the Maze Runner movies. You know what I'm saying? So now, after actually talking with you guys about it, I'm a little bit more hopeful. about the dungeons. I'm not gonna lie. Do I have any more points that... Oh, okay. The other thing... I'm consulting my notes and the outline that I did when I was supposed to be focused on work. Oh, yes. Can we reach that? I don't know. I feel like Link will not be the main character. It might be Zelda. I could see that. I could see that maybe being a thing. And we will definitely touch on that more when we get to casting. I have so many ideas for casting. But here's the other thing that I am worried about for a film. And this is kind of related to, like, okay, let's just say it, plot. Zelda has kind of been all over the place in terms of plot. Sometimes the story is absolutely amazing, and sometimes it really isn't anything to write home about. For instance, the plot of Breath of the Wild, not too complicated. Very simple story. In fact, that's one of the major complaints that people had about Breath of the Wild, was because it had a simple story. And then you have games like Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword also had a pretty darn good story. But there is so much lore that comes along with The Legend of Zelda. So, first of all, the question is, what sort of movie are we looking at here? Is this going to be a movie that is based off of one of the games? Is this going to be a movie that's based off of several of the games? Or is this going to be a movie that is based entirely on an original story? And for that, we're going to go ahead and create a new poll. What sort of story do you want to see in the new Zelda movie? Do you want to be based on a specific game? Based on multiple games? Or original story? Okay. Let's go ahead and start that poll. Westball's catchphrase, lore will be ignored. Oh, man. See, this is what I'm worried about. If he ignored a lot of the plot and a lot of the key elements of the Maze Runner series, what does that mean for The Legend of Zelda? I'm a little bit worried. I'm apprehensive. But yeah, I have my ideas, but I want to give you guys an opportunity to respond to the poll, and I want to see where you guys are at as well. Let's see. Where do we go from here? Do we just keep going this way? Trying to remember, like, where in... Yeah, let's go this way. Just keep going up here. We'll eventually find our way, don't you worry. Original story. Okay, yeah. See, that's kind of what I am leaning towards as well with an original story. If you are going to do it based off of the movies, there are two games that I think would serve really well. Let's go ahead and hold. Let's cook these. Little robot man is going to be very surprised that we are able to cook. Nice. Oh, they actually didn't say anything. Let's do that. And then we are going ahead and go ahead and do one with a rush room as well. Ooh! What do we got here? Energizing mushroom skewer. Wonderful. And let's do a rush room. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and cook the last rush room as well. And the last embellish room, we might as well. It's going to be useful, especially in the early game. Let me go ahead and close out of that real quick. And do a little bit more cooking. Bada bing. Bada boom. Okay, so here's my ideas for if you are going to be basing it off of one of the games. I think that there are two games that it could work really well for. And one of them is Breath of the Wild. And the reason why I think Breath of the Wild would actually be a really solid contender is because we've got a Korok friend. Let's go ahead and solve this puzzle real quick. I wanna help our Korok friend. The reason why is because Breath of the Wild was a very simple story. Breath of the Wild is a story that I think you will be able to tell effectively in a 2-hour time frame. Because the thing that you... Oh, okay. We needed to talk to him first. Whoopsie daisies. The thing that we need to take into account, if we are going to be telling the story of The Legend of Zelda in the form of a movie, we need to tell the entirety of that story, including world building, including puzzle solving, including saving the day and all the plot, including the lore. All of that needs to be done generally within a 2-hour time frame. So what sort of Zelda story are you going to be able to do that you can tell within a 2-hour time frame? I think that you could do that with Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild has such a simple story anyways. You'd be able to definitely accomplish that. Okay, let's have you go over and around. And we're going to just ride on down. Woohoo! The other game that I really want to see told in the form of a movie. Why 2 hours? I mean, you could make it like Lord of the Rings. Oh my gosh. Tree Leo, could you imagine how cool it would be if we get a director's cut of this movie? That's like 4 hours long. Oh my gosh, no. No, I can't get my hopes too high. I need to be careful. I don't want to get my hopes too high. Yo, we got 2 Korok seeds. Let's go. Okay, and then from here, we're going to take this exact same ding. We move it over here. Anyways, the other Zelda game that I really want to see done in film, and I think they would be able to pull off really well, is actually Ocarina of Time. But we run into a few challenges if we want to do Ocarina of Time. Because Ocarina of Time has 2 very distinct halves to it. There is the young Link half, and there is the adult Link half. And in order to tell that story effectively, you realistically need to do both. Because one of the main reasons why that story is so impactful is because... Oh, I really tried to sneak up. Hey, we got the big old stick. The thick stick. Let's go ahead and get rid of a tree branch. We don't need that. Because you want to have the innocence of young Link, and you want to have the regrets that adult Link is living with, knowing that the world basically fell apart after he fell into the trap. Spoilers for Ocarina of Time, I guess. Let's do this. And a fuse to... we can go ahead and do that. And then... This is a big enough boat, sure. But... Jumping back to Ocarina of Time, sorry. If you're gonna do Ocarina of Time complete with the story that has young Link and adult Link, how are you going to cram that into 2 hours while also touching on the dungeons? And bringing up a lot of those side characters that help make Ocarina of Time so special. Thing is, I don't think that you can do it. Now, if Nintendo is making this announcement, and they want to do a movie version of Ocarina of Time, and this movie version of Ocarina of Time is actually a 2-parter, then they can start off with, like, the first part being young Link, and then they could end off on a cliffhanger with young Link pulling the Master Sword out of the Temple of Time, and then you just hear Ganondorf's laugh, and then you see that he fell right into Ganondorf's trap, and that would be the cliffhanger, and that's where you start the second movie. If you were to make a duology, that would be amazing. But I don't think that Nintendo's going to do that because this is the first Zelda movie. If they were to do that with a guaranteed success in the Zelda movie, then that would be amazing. But I think that Nintendo is going to pull their cards a little bit more carefully because Mario was definitely going to sell. Mario ended up being one of the most successful animated movies of all time, and that's just the power of Mario, baby. The Legend of Zelda is fairly well known, but does not have the same, like, mascot appeal that Mario does. I don't think that Nintendo would be willing to take a gamble with starting with a duology. So, maybe Ocarina of Time is not going to work. I think that it could be a really good story when you see it in visual media like film or television. But yeah, just like how Mario montage throughout all the... Oh, the dungeons will be a montage just like Mario. See, but if you do that, then the dungeons aren't going to feel special. That's what I'm worried about. I want the dungeons to feel special. Like, for instance, if you are going to retell Ocarina of Time, if you do not have the water temple there, then bro, what are you doing? Let's fuse with a stick. Actually, let's fuse with the tree branch. Oh, I love the fuse ability. It's so good. Oh, I love it so much. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just the more that I think about it, the more I am just... I'm just kind of worried about how they're going to portray some of my favorite things in the Zelda movie in the form of a movie. Now, if you were to do things like a TV show, like let's say that you are doing, let's do that, and then let's do the fire fruit. If you were to tell this as an anime or as a mini-series on Netflix, like, oh my gosh, guys, could you imagine a Legend of Zelda mini-series in the art style of Arcane? Oh my gosh, I would die of happiness. That would be so incredible. But yeah, like, a live-action Zelda movie, it's just, it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky. So yeah, like, how are you going to tell the plot? And then also, like, the lore. There is so much lore with The Legend of Zelda, with Impa, with potential time travel, because there's a lot of that in Legend of Zelda games. Telling all of that and touching on the major themes that fans are going to be looking for, it's just... I'm worried about it. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. Yep, I was worried about that. Let's go ahead and make sure that we eat. Long stories can work. Either it's a new shorter story or multiple. Yeah, and, see, the results of the poll are definitely, like, now what I am more leaning towards. Oh my gosh. You could do multiple movies. And the cool thing is, I think that if you were to do multiple movies... Oh my gosh. I'm really not doing hot right now, guys. I'm shaking off the rust. It's all good. My gosh, he swings so fast. Okay. Whew. That was a tight spot right there. if you were to do multiple movies, you know how the Legend of Zelda games all have different art styles? What if you were to do a live action Zelda movie and an anime Zelda movie and a computer generated Zelda movie and like 2D hand drawn animation? Like, there are so many different things that you could do if you have multiple movies that take place across multiple timelines, like you do with the games. There's just so many wonderful opportunities. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But anyways, yeah, do you guys have any lasting thoughts about like plot versus characters? Like what are some things that you guys are looking for in a Zelda movie? Do you want to have it very plot heavy? Do you want to have it lore heavy? Do you just want to have really fun characters that you get like attachments to? What are you guys looking for in a Zelda movie? I think that for me, I'm looking for a combination of plot and characters. But I want the lore to be honored. You don't necessarily need to go into a lot of detail with the lore, but I want the lore itself to feel like it is respected and honored. I don't know the best way that you would go about that, but there's a reason why I am not a film director. Let's go ahead and head out of here. Yeah. I think one of the biggest challenges is like whatever you're going to do, creating something that the fans are going to enjoy, all sorts of different fans, and fitting it within a 2-hour time frame. You'd rather have the world and characters be fun and interesting. The story can be simple. I think that that's probably the correct answer. It's kind of difficult to say because the story and the lore are so important to Zelda, and so many of the Zelda fans take the lore super seriously. So if you do have a simple story, I think that's going to resonate well with general audiences, but again, it's going to be something like, how are you going to create something that the fans are going to enjoy? It's a very difficult line, tightrope to cross, but it's definitely possible. Ooh, here's what we're gonna do. Log! Yes, okay. Let's also, now that we've got those, let's, drop and then fuse. Cool. Ooh, and then we're gonna fuse that with our shield. We want a mushroom shield. That way they bounce. As soon as we dispatch of these guys, I kind of want to talk about casting, because I have some strong and maybe even surprising opinions about casting. But I have some ideas. I know how I would cast a lot of the major characters of the movie. Have you guys thought about casting? You don't know if Ganon will be the main villain. I feel like if it's Avi Arad, he would want multiple movies. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are ways that you could do multiple villains. Because there are multiple villains that you could touch on for The Legend of Zelda. It's not just Ganon and Ganondorf, but... Come on. Boom! Fantastic. But I do think that they are going to stick with Ganon. Okay, but also, really quick as a side note, I know that we were talking about the Mario movie later, or earlier. They're already talking about, like, expanding that movie's universe and maybe doing another movie. Here's what I want. I want, like, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga villains. Like, I want a villain that is going to intimidate Bowser, something that is otherworldly, for if they end up making a sequel. And I hope that the sequel also includes both Wario and Waluigi. I desperately want this in my life. Don't mention multiple villains to Spider-Man fan. Yeah, no. We're not even going to touch that. Not with a 39.5-foot pole. Oh, cool. We got caves. I do really think that the tutorial area in this game is so good. It's so good. Hello. I did that without even looking. Go ahead and collect all these guys. And then we want this, the rock hammer, so that we can get some little goodies here. Rock salt. Yeah, I don't want multiple villains in these movies. I definitely want just Ganon. Keep that story and the villain simple. There we go. What does the mushroom on shield do? I'm pretty sure that the mushroom on shield makes it bouncy. Because if you attach a mushroom to a weapon, if you fuse it to a weapon, then you can hit your enemies, and then on the 4th hit to end the combo, where it normally knocks them back and stuns them, it will send them flying like 50 feet. It's hilarious. You should definitely give it a go. We don't have bomb flowers yet, but we do have a hammer, so let's go ahead. Oh, here we go. I knew there was going to be goodies. Including a ruby. Let's go. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by shiny objects. I deeply apologize. It's just, I'm a simple man. I see a shiny object, I go, ooh, pretty. Anyways, casting. You've tried weapon, but never shield. Yeah, okay. Alright. I just assumed that it would make them bouncy, but I don't know. I just think it's funny. I have a little mushroom friend on my back. There we go. We get a little bit more defense. Let's go. Okay. So, casting. Link. Oh boy. Rara's just chilling here. Oh my gosh. What an icon. Stewie constructs were the first to be built. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm getting distracted. Okay, casting. Who are you casting as Link? Do you guys have any ideas for who they would cast as Link? First of all, if you're doing a live action Legend of Zelda movie, you're gonna want to have an actor that actually has... Oh, they may need these parts. There are materials near the water available for you. Oh, okay. Such a cool armor set that feels wasted because you can't upgrade. I know! So upsetting. Link will be CGI. I do not want Link to be CGI. No. No, don't make Link CGI. Oh, that would make me upsetty spaghetti. No, it needs to be a real actor. They're probably going to end up CGIing the Gorons and the Rito, despite what I want. This is not a very well done boat, but we're going to roll with it. My god, the tutorial area is so well designed. I know that the memes all suggest that Tom Holland is going to be cast as Link. I don't think that that's necessarily true. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to make it all the way. No, I'm not going to make it all the way. I have to go back to the boat. I have to go back to the boat and fix it, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, goodness. Let's... Come on. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. There we go. Here's what I actually want to cast as Link. I want somebody who is handsome, but is just a little bit androgynous. Because that's one of the appeals of Link, is the fact that Link is a male character, but is also, like, really pretty. Like, Link is girly pop. And you want to have somebody who is just a little bit girly pop, and I know that Tom Holland can definitely pull off girly pop. But I don't want Tom Holland. I don't want it to feel like a Marvel movie. And so, my idea for casting for Link is, if you're going to do an adult Link, Timothée Chalamet. And I know that that is bold and controversial. I think that the real answer is, I think it would be best if they cast somebody that we are not familiar with, somebody who is not a bigwig Hollywood actor, somebody who is still handsome and charming and a little silly and a little androgynous. But if they're probably going to want to cast a bigwig Hollywood actor because that's just what Hollywood ends up doing. So if you're going to do a bigwig Hollywood actor, my vote is for Timothée Chalamet, personally. That's what I'm leaning towards. New people for everyone would be the best answer, because that way we're not constantly focusing on, like, did this actor do a good performance in portraying this particular character? That way we are more easily able to get wrapped up in the characters. Like, this is what I want. It is simple. Nintendo, please. Yeah, let's just keep the rock hammer going. There we go. Yeah, I do want... my ideal situation is definitely Link as an actor that we have never seen before. But the realistic situation where they're gonna cast a Hollywood bigwig actor, I'm thinking Timothée Chalamet. That's what I'm thinking for Link, though. Oh, check this out. Oh, I only have one shield? I thought I picked up another shield. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's do this first. There we go. And then stick on a fan. Next character that I want to talk about is Zelda. Now, there are lots of different things that you could do for Zelda. I've thought about this for a while, and here's what I'm thinking for Zelda. You want an actress who is young, who can pull off, like, a little bit nerdy, like, geeks out, because, like, my favorite Zelda in the series, same actor for Peach. Okay, so you would do, oh my gosh, what is her name? I am completely blanking on her name. Oh. She also did the Queen's Gambit. What is her name? Anya Taylor-Joy. Anya Taylor-Joy could be Zelda, but I think that she's older, which is not a bad thing. But I think that for Zelda, I'm going to prefer an actress that is a little younger and can at least make it seem like they are, like, towards the end of their teenage years, like we see with the Breath of the Wild Zelda and like we see with most other Zeldas. And I think that Anya Taylor-Joy is a little bit too old to portray a, whoops. No, not that. There we go. No, hold up. Yes. No. How do you throw items again? Oh, it's this. Yes. There you go. Oh, we're gonna want to tackle that guy. Again, I'm shaking off the rust for this game. So I want somebody who is younger, somebody who can pull off a little geeky, because again, I really like the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Zelda, somebody who is a scholar, somebody who is... Let me get my hammer. Somebody who wants to learn more about the history of their kingdom. And probably somebody who is British, because you want somebody that is going to do that accent really well. And so, my casting for Zelda, personally, is Millie Bobby Brown. I haven't seen much of her work, but I know that she played 11 in Stranger Things. I know that she played Enola Holmes. And, like, here's my reasoning. Can you steal these? No, you cannot steal these. He gets very upset. For Zelda, you want somebody that is going to be able to pull off that nerdy, geeky kind of personality, but also somebody who contains an immense amount of power and has a lot of determination. And if you know 11 from Stranger Things, then you know that Millie Bobby Brown can definitely pull that off. So that's what I'm leaning towards. I also think that she could pull off the elvish look pretty well. We're actually going to... We're going to take all of them. Oh, I do not have enough Zonaite. Unfortunate. There we go. Let's go ahead and hammer these guys. And then we want to take all of the charges because we want to upgrade our battery, like, as soon as we can. You kind of disagree? That's all right. Like, we're here to discuss. We're here to disagree, yeah. Never watched Stranger Things, so this is based on... Oh, yeah. Well, like, here's the thing. I haven't seen Stranger Things either, but I have seen the way that she, like, death glares the camera. I think that she could pull off Zelda well, just given what I've seen in the very few scenes that I've seen her in. At least that is my idea. Out of curiosity, like, Trilio, if you were in charge of casting... I'm sorry! I didn't mean to hurt you. I want the Zonite that's underneath you, though. Could I grab that? Could I... There we go. I'm gonna take it. Who would you cast if you were in charge of... Oh, you have not given permission. Could you please give us permission, then? I would like... Well, thank you. I would absolutely love that. Yeah, my idea is Millie Bobby Brown, but, like, that's just one idea, and that's just one opinion. That's what I'm leaning towards so far. The other ideas for casting that I have relate to Ganondorf, Impa, and, interestingly, Tingle. Now, obviously, there are going to be other characters as well. Like, if you're going to portray Breath of the Wild, like, who do you cast as Sidon? Who do you cast as Teba? Who do you cast as, like, Daruk? Like, who do you do for all of those things? Obviously, that is, you know, it's an interesting conversation to have. But as far as Ganondorf, and I think that you would do Ganondorf and not just Ganon, like Calamity Ganon. I feel like if they're doing a villain, they're gonna have to do Ganondorf. For Ganondorf, you're gonna want Portable Pot. Let's go. I love portable pots. I love ball and socket joints. Let's go ahead and use these as well, because it's going to be surprise Mouska tools that will help us later. Ganon is going to be like Thanos, an actor that plays through CGI. Could be. Here's my idea for Ganondorf. Oh my goodness, you need help as well? Well, let's go ahead and activate your friend. You want somebody who... I want somebody who has big muscles. I want somebody who has pecs for days. Like, pecs that are bigger than Peyton Manning's forehead. I want somebody who is buff, because I love Tears of the Kingdom. No! Unacceptable. The Rock? No. No, I 100% disagree, and please tell me that you're joking. Please. I cannot take that. No, I do not want the rock. I was actually texting with Twinite earlier today, and he suggested something that did immediately pop in my head. You said big muscle. Yeah, I know. Oh my god. Wait. Guys, what if John Cena plays Ganondorf? Could you imagine? No, no, I wouldn't want John Cena. Like, I want somebody who is muscly. I want somebody who is intimidating. And I want somebody who, like, can portray a character that has an immense amount of power. And for that, what I'm leaning toward... Oh, wait. Wait, hold up. Did I mention... Let me backtrack a little bit. I was messaging Twinite earlier today, and he suggested that we actually cast Dave Bautista for Ganondorf. Yeah, Dave Bautista. Yeah, okay, David Bautista. If he was made... Yeah, I know, like, David Bautista is buff. He is muscular. And he's got that deep and growly voice that you want in a Ganondorf. But... I think that he could pull off intimidating, but I don't know. Like, there's just something that's off. Every time I see Dave Bautista, I do think a little bit of Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'm just a little bit worried about that. Wait, did we ever get the crystallized charge? We didn't even get the crystallized charges, did we? I'm so silly. Think of him in Blade Runner. Oh, yeah. No, I think that Dave Bautista would do a really good job, but I came up with another idea that I'm slightly happier with, and feel free to disagree. But who I would cast for Ganondorf would actually be Henry Cavill. Here's my reasoning. Henry Cavill is buff. He is buff. He is going to be a good and buff Ganondorf. I really like the buff Ganondorf that we see in Tears of the Kingdom. Henry Cavill is also... He's got a deep and it can be a very growling voice. We know this because of his work in The Witcher. If he were to have a voice kind of like Geralt in the Witcher series... Okay. For some reason, that's not working. Why is this not working? Hello? I would like you to work, please. There we go. I think that he could pull it off. Oh! Okay, I'll go ahead and play the meme. It's a certified fresh wobble dude moment. I've played this game before. One would think that I would remember that that was something that I needed to look out for, but no. Anyways, okay. Oh, we're starting all the way from over here. Oh, gosh. Okay. Where'd the minecart go? Minecart. Yeah. You've also played this game a lot more recently than me, so... let's go ahead and do that, and let's also fuse one of these bad boys. There we go. Oh, they're not aligned. Oh, no. There we go. Much better. Okay. Now we move this. Wait a minute. And we can also fuse that with the other minecarts that we get. Okay. But yeah, that's why I'm leaning towards Henry Cavill. He's got a deep, growly voice, and he is also buff. And since he has literally played Superman, I think that he is doing a pretty good job at portraying characters that have an immense amount of power and could be a serious threat and, like, super intimidating. That's my 2 cents. Do you guys have any ideas for who would play as Ganondorf? Again, Dave Bautista could be really good. Like, what are your guys' other thoughts for Ganondorf? Okay. And let's do this as well. I know that this isn't the best solution, or probably even the intended solution, but it is our solution, and therefore nobody can judge us. Whip-a-doop-a-doo. Or do you guys have something else that you are looking for in a casting for Ganondorf? Because I know that personally, I am looking for buff and deep growly voice and intimidating. Oh! Oh, that's a good casting decision. Tom Hardy? Oh, you win for the day. I agree. I think that Tom Hardy could do a really good Ganondorf. Let's try to line this up. Okay. Somehow that ended up working. It should work. Yes. God, I hope this is gonna work. Okay, we're gonna need another fan. Luckily, we have several. I wish I were better at things like speedrunning in this game. The speedrun for this game is absolutely insane. Obviously, don't look it up if you haven't, like, finished the game. Hopefully that's enough. It's 2 fans. Okay. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh. But yeah, you are right, Trileo. Tom Hardy, growly, deep voice, British accent, super intimidating. I think you're right on the money. I think that Tom Hardy might actually replace... Does it replace Henry Cavill? I really think that Henry Cavill would be a good casting decision. Okay. Before I move on to Impa and to Tingle, we gotta ask a serious question. Are we going to cast like a companion character? And which companion would we choose? Do we want to have Fi from Skyward Sword? Do we want to have Midna from Twilight Princess? Do we want to have Navi from Ocarina of Time? Do we want to have... Guys, please don't judge me, but I've never played the Wind Waker. Is it called the King of Lions? I don't even know the character's name. But, you know... The boat guy. Are we gonna have the boat guy? That sort of thing. Is this the way to go? Yes, this is the way to go, right? Yes, because this was just a bonus area to get up to that place. Okay, cool. We got water. If you're gonna cast a companion character... I feel like, personally, I would go with Navi. It would be a mashup of all the characters. What would that look like, though, in terms of character design? Like... Oh, there's the construct. You know what? I'm feeling a little spicy. I'm feeling a little spicy. New character that can shapeshift. I could see that maybe working. You gotta be careful, though, because if you allow the character to shapeshift, then, like, you're gonna lose a little bit of the uniqueness of that character. Does that make sense? Every time it changes into something people know will cheer and clap. Yeah, if Illumination was doing it, we almost yeeted ourselves. That was scary. Okay. We have 3 hearts. Let's give this a go. I'm scared, guys. Do you think we can do it? I think we might be able to do it. We might be able to... Okay, hold up. I think we might be able to do it if we use our heads. Oh, boy. Rusty Claymore is damaged. Yeah, I figured that was going to be the case. Let's use this Reaper. Oh, we might be able to pull this off. Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay. Okay, we are halfway there. Okay. Oh, boy. Feel like this is the weakest boss ever. It is the weakest boss ever, but it's still intimidating when you only have 3 hearts. Yeah, let's go ahead and just... Oh, gosh. See, that's what I'm worried about. Okay. Okay. It's such cool boss design, too. Is the cube, like, in the center? That's a cheap shot, man. Okay, let's run. There we go. This is the last bit. Guys, we did it! You know, it kind of is a Pikmin boss, now that you mention it. Yeah, it is a Pikmin boss. That's a new Rusty Broadsword. Let's go ahead and fuse with that. Aw, feels good, man. Feels good. Alright, we are about to head into a cold area, and we do not have cold protection. Is there a way for us to get cooking going? Gosh, I'm worried about this gap. Well, duty calls. Oh, okay. Link used the power of his pinky finger to just whip completely around. Oh, that's right. There's the cave down here. All right. Let's not even touch companion characters for a bit. Let's talk, Impa. Impa, you want an actress who is tough, but still has a very caring side. Somebody who, you know, you look at them and you're like, oh yeah, you definitely could protect the princess. Oh, let's not use that weapon. Let's use a tree branch. So there are lots of actresses that you could choose from, and I kind of went back and forth as I was thinking about this, because I was thinking, what about Emma Watson? Emma Watson has got, like, a British accent. Emma Watson can be very fierce. Okay, we're going to want to head back down. Now that we have the peppers, let's go ahead and cook some dishes. Ooh, but before we do that, we're going to want to head in here. That way we tackle this guy. Okay, there we go. Hello? There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. I do think that Emma Watson would be able to pull that off for Impa, but I was actually thinking of Florence Pugh. Florence Pugh was in Oppenheimer. She was also in the Black Widow movie. I know that she's in several other movies that I haven't seen. I think that she has the right kind of, like, ferocity to her to be able to pull off, like, the fierceness and the strength, but also the gentleness that Impa provides. Because Impa is such an interesting character, having both strength and grace. And I think that Florence Pugh would be able to pull it off. I don't know if you guys have thought about who you would cast as Impa, but at least that's my 2 cents. Do you guys have any other suggestions for who you would want to have for Impa, or if you even want to have Impa in the movie? I personally would definitely want to have Impa. But that's what I'm leaning towards in terms of casting. The only other casting that I have thought about is Tingle. And we'll talk about that in just a bit as soon as we... Halle Berry? Halle Berry. I could see it. She's definitely on the older side. Which I think could work. Oh my gosh, and we also have peppers over here. Goodness gracious. Well, let's go ahead and we'll do the spicy sauté peppers. That way we get full health and we have cold resistance. Let's go. Fantastic. Yeah, Halle Berry also has that same level of ferociousness to her, combined with grace. I think that you have a good instinct right there. Okay, let's chop down some trees. Chop down this tree as well. And then we're going to want to fuse the logs. Pretty sure this is actually the intended solution to this. Well, not fusing like that. Actually fusing like a professional. Come on, Wobble. Let's see here. No, we're definitely going to want more. Of course. Okay, so the last casting decision. The last casting decision that I have thought about is Tingle. I know that Tingle is a controversial character. I know that not everybody likes Tingle. I, however, think that Tingle is a total babe. And he deserves to be in the movie. Whether the fans want him or not. And I thought, well, who is going to be Tingle? What game is Tingle in? Tingle is in... I mean, gosh, he's in Majora's Mask. I think that he's in Ocarina of Time. I feel like he's in Wind Waker as well. Can you bounce with your mushroom shield? Can you bounce with your mushroom shield? No, you can't. You can't. Nope. Okay. I wasted that cold resistance. Yeah, it's rather unfortunate. So, Tingle. I was actually talking with this, to my students, because a lot of my students are really into The Legend of Zelda as well. And I forgot who they said as Tingle, but here's my idea. And this also opens up a wonderful opportunity for the actor in question. I think that Tingle should be cast by none other than Jack Black. And there are reasons for this. Tingle is just a silly little guy. And Jack Black is also just a silly little guy. So I think that he would be able to pull off that energy really well if he portrayed Tingle. And the other reason why I want to have Jack Black do this, and it's for a different reason as well. You want Joe Pesci? Joe Pesci. Oh, that would be funny. Oh, yeah, Joe Pesci. Oh, wait, no, it was, Twinite. It was Twinite in this chat who said that Danny DeVito should be Tingle. And I think that that would be great. Why are you not straight? Bro. I would like you to fuse. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Sound clip. Oh, bummer. Sorry about that. Oh, before we do that, let's go ahead and do... There we go. All right, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes to get down to business. Okay. I remember feeling like this was such a silly solution when I first played the game, but I'm pretty sure it's literally the solution that the game wants you to do. Okay, listen. Listen. I need you to work with me. You know what? That might end up... No, there's a lip. You can't go the lip. What am I doing? I am trying to make it so that I do not slip on the ice. There we go. This is pretty stable. Okay, we climb up. Oh, wait. No, we're still going to run into the... Can you just walk around it? I suppose you can, but what's the fun in that? Yep. Dang it. Can you walk around it? I don't think you can. Yeah. Now you gotta go this way. Let's see if we can get more logs. This is definitely the solution to our problems. So, there are a couple other reasons why I want to have Jack Black, but the main reason is think about what this could mean for Jack Black. For those who have seen Pixar movies, you know how important John Ratzenberger is to Pixar. Pretty sure there's a cave leading up there. I'm gonna go the long way. I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn. So John Ratzenberger is an actor slash voice actor who played very important and I mean, not the most important roles, but he was basically involved in every major Pixar project from Toy Story all the way through to Finding Nemo and even moving on. I feel like he was also in The Incredibles, but I can't remember what role he played in The Incredibles. But he played P.T. Flea in Bug's Life. He played Ham in all of the Toy Story movies. He played the giant school of fish in Finding Nemo. And it was really cool to see Jack Black basically do all of those roles. Let me go ahead and cook just a single pepper, because I've got the peppers, I might as well use them. Now, if Jack Black were to do that for Nintendo movies, think about what that would be. You got Jack Black playing Bowser in the Mario movies. You can have Jack Black playing Tingle in the Legend of Zelda movies. You can have Jack Black play Adam in the Metroid movies. You could have Jack Black play as Funky Kong in the Donkey Kong movies. I don't think it might, but I am stubborn. It might, but I am stubborn. And I am going to do this my own way. I am going to do this my own way. I think the cave, from what I saw, the cave was closed off. You've played the game more recently than I have. But I'm still going to do this my way. because it's just a little bit silly. There we go. Oh. There we go. We want to have it completely straight. Oh, gosh. It's barely even able to fit under the arch. Okay, now we are now we are straight up. Like, the tree has even respawned. That's how long we spent building this thing. Oh god, are we even gonna make it? Gosh, I hope we make it. Oh boy, believers. Believers, this is your moment to shine. Do we believe? Oh gosh. No! Oh gosh, okay. You cook stamina. I did cook stamina food. Now that's gonna get rid of my cold resistance, though. But I think that's what I'm going to have to do once I run low on cold resistance. No, you're right. You're right. Good thinking, Trilio. Do you want me to call you Trilio, or is just Leo fine? Or do you want me to call you 204? I guess. All options are on the table. Okay, let's go ahead and eat the stamina food. Oh no, it didn't get rid of our cold resistance. Let's go. Yo! We did it! Incredible! Anything is fine? Okay. Ooh, let's get your guts. Thank you. But anyways, yeah, so, yeah, there is the cave entrance. You're right. You're right. I was silly. That's the... Oh my goodness. Hold up. That's the ice wall that I was thinking of. Hold up. Yeah, that's the ice wall that I was thinking of. So, let's take this. Let's bring it up here. Cooking more peppers at once makes it last longer. Yeah. Yeah. I've played this game. That doesn't mean that I'm good at the game. I see a Korok puzzle. I'm going to want to check this Korok puzzle out real quick. Could you imagine if spicy peppers were like that in real life? Like, you just eat roasted peppers, and then you're able to just survive in the cold, harsh winter wearing nothing but, like, what is essentially a toga? That'd be so cool. Walking out in the middle of the blizzard, wearing gym shorts, while eating, like, hot sauce from the hot ones. Hey, but now that we have this bridge, check this out. Now, we're gonna carry this up. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to take a break. Oh goodness. Don't fall! Don't fall! Okay. That's fine. Oh my goodness. I love the physics engine in this game. It's just, it's so silly. It's so silly. Let's go ahead. Let's cook Let's cook all of these. And then... Oh, I need to... Let's get a fire going. There we go. And let's cook these. Fantastic. That way we get more peppers. We're able to survive in the cold longer. Yeah. Okay, so... I didn't even look at how long that was going to last. 8 minutes and 30 seconds? Shoot. That's awesome. Let's do that after the 21 seconds. Oh, Raru's just sitting there. I kind of want to avoid him for now. Let's just take this. Can we... Let's go ahead and eat this. I'm looking at my outline of things that I wanted to discuss regarding the Zelda movie, and I think that we covered everything that I was hoping. We talked about the plot, we talked about the issues of live action, we talked about the issues of, like, having it done as a film in general. I think that's, oh, the music! Oh my gosh! How could I have forgotten the music? Of course, the music is one of the most important parts. I forget the name of the director of the Mario movie, but by golly, if you could just have music done by him, that would be perfect. I want the music to have little motifs of all the different, Legend of Zelda games. I want to have a little bit of Ocarina of Time, a little bit of Breath of the Wild, a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom. Obviously, Zelda's Lullaby. Like, you're going to want all that. Oh my gosh. I didn't mean to set him on fire. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, my short answer for that is, like, just have the Mario movie composer put them in charge of this movie as well. Bomb flowers, let's go. Also, I forgot to pick up the... No, I already picked up the Ice Choo-Choo Jelly. Okay. Boy, we are just taking our sweet time in here. Oh my gosh, it is so good. The music is just incredible for the Mario movie. I mean, it's really nice when you have that amount of amazing source material. Like, you're able to have the music from Mario Galaxy, the music from Mario 64. Brian Tyler. Oh, that's his name. Yeah, Brian Tyler. Phenomenal job. I want to hire him for my birthday parties moving forward. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Koji Kondo did end up helping as well. If you are able to get, like, Zelda composers combined with Brian Tyler, like, absolutely. Yes, please. Come on. Oh my gosh. I was hitting the wrong button. Come on. Quit chewing my shield, bro. Come on, bait him. Oh, come on. Bait him. Bait him. Okay, there we go. And... I want my thing back. Use salt eggs, increase the time for your meals. I did not do that. Let's use our strongest... Let's use this guy. There we go. And we're able to get a chest out of this interaction as well. Fantastic. Rusty halberd. Like stone. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy. Oh, and plus we got an opal. Let's go. Opals actually aren't that useful. Let's heal just a wee bit. Let's do some apples. You can't eat bomb flowers. Could you imagine, though? What do opals do? The main thing that opals do is they make your weapons. If you fuse an opal to a weapon, it ends up turning it into a water weapon. It's just like there are very few situations in which I want to have a water weapon. Like, there are some enemies later on in some of the areas, and I don't want to spoil anything, but water weapons are useful in those areas, but they're not useful in general outside of that. Okay. That was an interesting move that I haven't seen before. Cool. Flux is now badly damaged. That's not good. I wanted to hold on to that as long as I could. I heard that swinging a water weapon will cool you down in the desert. It might. It might. I have not tested that theory, but if you were to do that, then you would have to constantly swing your weapon. And I don't know how useful that is. Okay. Go ahead and get some white choo-choo jelly. This is the part where you need to fuse trees together. This is what I was thinking of. Right? Oh, and there's also a thing... Yeah, because you need to go up there. Yep. Okay. This is what I was thinking of, for... whatchamacallit. For fusing the trees together to get to the higher area. I was confused why I was taking so many trees earlier, but... Because I only remember fusing, like, 3 or 4 trees. But... Okay, listen, buddy. I think the new enemies can be annoying to fight because you always need headshots to stun. I mean, you kind of needed headshots to stun in Breath of the Wild as well, no? I really like the enemy variety in this game, personally. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I much prefer the enemies in Tears of the Kingdom to Breath of the Wild. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, is that gonna be high enough? Can you take me higher? Oh, we definitely want that chest as well. It's easier to headshot a Guardian than a Gleeok. Ooh, fuse, whenever you shoot an arrow for the Gleeoks, make sure that you do the, like, fuse an eyeball to it. Eyeballs are going to go directly to the weak point. That's a life hack for you. But then you waste all your eyeballs. Yeah, you are going to have to farm for eyeballs. Which is a bit unfortunate. But if you go to caves, you're going to run into, keys. Like, there are plenty of keys in this game. Should be able to work that out perfectly fine. Hopefully. Hopefully that works for you. Okay. Listen. We're gonna do this. Okay. Come on, Link. Come on, Link. Come on. Oh, Link. Come on. Usually just bomb arrow the Glee. I mean, that also works. That also works. You can't go wrong with a bomb arrow unless... hello?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
That was a funny little movement glitch. Okay. Link, I need you to work with me. Come on, sir. Gotta be careful, 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 careful. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's actually do the Flame Emitter Club. Oh, goodness, it's out. It's out. Okay. Let's just finish this thing off. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Have you fought the triple element glitch? I actually haven't. I haven't. What I should do on my other play profile is I should do like a boss rush stream. That's what I should do. Let's do fuse to the rusty halberd, and then also to the long stick. There we go. Thank you, Nightbot. Ooh, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Make sure y'all stay hydrated, by the way. Opal. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Now that we've done with this, Flame Emitter kind of sucks to fuse with. Yeah, I'm more of a Frost Emitter enjoyer, personally. Not that there's anything, like, super wrong with Flame Emitter, because I think that it's still an alright thing to fuse. But I do really like the Frost Emitter, personally. Okay. Let's go ahead and tackle this shrine. Slow doodad. I love the Ascendament. Oh, I didn't mean to spoil that for you, but, yeah, there are Frost Emitters as well. There are so many things that you could do with Zonai devices in this game. It is unreal. Out of this world. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of this shrine real quick. And then we have to do the secret shrine on the Great Sky Island. Oh boy, Raru's here with another present. I do think that it is a little bit weird that they had the exact same sound effect for these abilities than that they did for Breath of the Wild in getting the abilities from like the Sheikah technology. Like the Zonai and the Sheikah are culturally different, and I feel like the way that they end up using magic and tech is also different. So, on the other hand, I get it. Familiarity is important. Hello. Oh, we are out of old wooden bows. Okay. Let's go ahead and put those to flame. Oh, yeah, I decided to put a flame-emitting spear on a wooden stick. Probably not the smartest decision on my end. Back from ads, where do you find frost emitters? Oh, frost emitters, I forget exactly where. That is such a great, Oh, yeah, we're gonna wanna... There we go. Easy. Just keep exploring. You're gonna eventually run into them. I don't exactly remember where they are. They're kind of scattered throughout all of Hyrule, to be honest. Alright, now we're gonna have to wait. Wait patiently for our turn. I love the aesthetics of the Zonai Shrines, too. I love concentric circles, man. I love concentric circles. I love the old stone temple feel to it. It feels so ancient. It's like all this ancient magic. We did go ahead and skip that cutscene. Light of Blessings, that's what they're called. I wish there was shrine music like in Breath of... I disagree. I think that I prefer the shrine music in Tears of the Kingdom, but I do like the tech sounds that they end up employing in Breath of the Wild. I can definitely understand why you appreciate those. It's the Tears of the Kingdom music that slightly has the edge for me. Ah, yes. Now to go to the Temple of Time before I bait you out. No, there's actually another thing that you need to get. But first...
Open the gates!
Yo! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome. Thank you, Polly. How's it going? Thank you, Peachy. Chicken, are you restart... First of all, why are you calling me Chicken? And, yes, I am restarting. I'm actually thinking about doing a Minimum Hearts playthrough. Let's go ahead and equip this. Just to say that we're doing it. Yeah, oh my goodness! Not Eevee! Thank you for the follow. You just followed for, like, the 10th time. How's it going? How's it going? Oh my goodness! No way! No way! Funky mode has been activated! Yes! Let's get some funkies in the chat, everybody. Yeah, we're funky now. Oh my goodness. Perfect timing, Polly. It's the first time that you said... Yo! Oh my goodness! This is incredible. Thank you so much, Leo, for the sub. Oh my gosh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. There's so much going on. Oh my gosh, we just got a new ability. Link is finally wearing pants. We had raiding happening. We have, oh my goodness. Wow, I'm just overwhelmed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Leo. Wow. All right, yeah, we are funky. It's Peachy coming in with a vine boom. Oh my goodness. We're just all over the place. We got Leo with the Yoda, Lego Yoda death, .mp3. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm just smiling from ear to ear right now. This is incredible. Yeah, but anyways, welcome to Funky Mode. Funky Mode has been activated. I'm glad that all of you could be here to witness it. Y'all missed a really interesting conversation about the upcoming Legend of Zelda movie. Anyways, Raiders, what do you think about the news of there being a live-action Legend of Zelda movie? Like, are we excited? Are we a little nervous? Are we a little both? How are we feeling? Me when I have... You have... Wait. I didn't know that you could have single channel points, like, that low. 4 channel points? That is insane. Thrilled, but also nervous and horrified. Yeah, so since you weren't able to be here for the vast majority of the conversation, I'm gonna do my best to like break it down. generally chat was more in favor of like an animated movie instead of live action. Now, my reasoning for that is I don't want an over-reliance on CGI. There are some other reasons as well. But, let's see. We're going to want to do this, and then get some fans going. There we go. But yeah, generally more in favor of animation than live action. We want something that is relatively light in story and lore so that we can focus more on characters and world building. Let's see, what else did we talk about? Dungeons we want to be really impressive visually. We want to keep the story simple so that, you know, it's not... Oh, wait, hold up. No, we don't want... Oh, wait, I'm silly. And then also for casting decisions, we had several ideas float around. My headcanon for casting is as follows. I want Link to be played by Timothy Chalamet. I want Zelda to be played by Millie Bobby Brown. I want Ganondorf to be played by either Henry Cavill or Tom Hardy. I want Impa to be played by Florence Pugh, and I want Tingle to be played by Jack Black. Rauru is Fwebby. How do you spell Rauru? Oh, Peachy, you're having a moment. I think animated is a safer option. Yeah, I really want it to be animated. I feel like animated is definitely the way to go. No, this is not satire. This is real. I want Jack Black to be played by Tingle, and there are multiple reasons for this. I want Jack Black to be played by Tingle so that, ooh, should we, can we, okay. Can we survive this fall? Have we made a grave error? Five Nights at Freddy's? No, we don't want Five Nights at Freddy's in a Legend of Zelda movie. That would be a little bit too silly, Peachy. That would just be a little bit too silly. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm gonna play the meme. As a Wobble Dude moment. Straight up. Not even gonna... Yeah. Just jump in the water. I could have jumped in the water. I could have jumped in the water. You definitely saw that coming, Leo. But... I did not. Why didn't I do it? Have you seen the Jack Black video where he's... Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's? Yeah, of course. No. No. I want Jack Black to play Tingle because I think that he has the manic energy to play Tingle. I also think that it would be hilarious to see Jack... Oh, no. No. Bro! Okay. Can we... We cannot... What? We cannot... We can't fast travel. Millie Bobby Brown as Zelda would be amazing. I think so, too. I think that she would be incredible. Okay, let's see if we can jump into the water from here. Okay, we did not softlock ourselves. Okay, oh, and there's a platform right here that we can use to ascend. Plus, there's a Korok seed here? I didn't know there was a Korok seed here. Incredible. Yeah, but, Link, here's why I'm thinking Timothy Chalamet. What I really want for Link is I want somebody who has not been cast in any major movies before. I want a relatively unknown actor, so that we can actually focus on Link as a character and not as the way that that actor is acting or portraying Link. I think that it would be, like, too distracting otherwise. No, but, okay, but, the reason why I am siding with Timothy Chalamet is because Timothy Chalamet is a Hollywood actor, and realistically, in order to sell tickets, they're gonna want to put a Hollywood actor in for playing Link. Not Josh Hutcherson. I don't think that Josh the reason why I don't want Josh Hutcherson, and I know that you kind of missed this. One of the reasons why Link is so relatable as a character is because he is a little androgynous. He looks a little masculine, he looks a little feminine. Okay, but again, Peachy, my ideal movie is to have all the characters and be played by unknown actors. But if I can't have that, and if they're going to cast Hollywood actors, then those are the Hollywood actors that I'm thinking. And we know that they're going to cast Hollywood actors because this is what Hollywood does. This is not an indie film. This is done by Sony and Nintendo. How Timothy and Millie? Yeah, because Timothy Chalamet is a little bit androgynous. He looks a little masculine, he looks a little feminine, and I also don't want Tom Holland because I don't want it to feel like a Marvel movie. I think that Timothy Chalamet would be able to pull it off well, because he is a little androgynous. The reason why I want to have Millie Bobby Brown is because she is like small-ish, she is young, and she can portray the nerdy and geeky side of Zelda that we see in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But if you've seen Stranger Things and seen her portrayal of Eleven, you know that she is also really good at portraying characters that have an immense amount of power and intimidation behind them, and you want that in Zelda as well. You are a Tom Holland hater? Well, good for you, Peachy. I do like Tom Holland as a person. I do not want him in my Legend of Zelda movie. You're gonna head out? Well, I appreciate you stopping by. Once again, thank you for the raid, Polly, so that Peachy can join us as well. But yeah, anytime. Peachy came in here to start wars. Yeah. Peachy always comes in to start wars. It is like, oh yeah, I have very strong opinions about Tom Holland, and I think that cheese belongs in places where cheese definitely doesn't belong. I have not seen the FNAF movie either. I'm probably going to see it with Twilight when I end up visiting him for Thanksgiving. Yeah, so the reason why I don't want Josh Hutcherson is because I don't think that Josh Hutcherson is androgynous enough to play the version of Link that I want to see. Yeah, see, my original idea was to have Emma Watson play, but I think that Emma Watson is a little bit too old for what I was hoping to see in Zelda. I don't want age to be that big of a factor, but it kind of is a factor if we're portraying Link and Zelda, who are supposed to be teenagers and young adults. Okay, let's try. Of course, we're not going to be strong enough. You think he could get by, but also got to think about how this is Link and not Josh. Yeah. Only want him in it for the pure reason of him being him. I mean, he is a very handsome fella. He can definitely pull off the charm of Link, but I don't think that he can pull off, like, the androgynous look that Link has, because that's one of the reasons he's so relatable. Like, men can relate to Link because they're guys, and guys honestly just want to swing swords and save kingdoms. But Link is also a little bit cute. He's a little girly pop. And so girlies can also relate to Link as well. That's what makes Link such an amazing character. For a pad finally lets you travel to places instantly. We can finally fast travel. The Gerudo outfit. Okay, also, Polly, I'm going to float an idea by you. Do you want to see... Like, obviously this is going to be a live-action movie. Do you want to see... Like, how do you think they're going to do the Gorons? How do you think they're going to do Gorons and Rito and um and the Zora. Do you think they're gonna do like how would you want to see them, I guess? Because we talked about this, but I'm kind of curious what you would say. That's right. We got to go this way. Hey, thank you, Nightbot. Like, I have wishes for how I want the Gorons and the Zora and the Rito to be portrayed, and then I know what they're actually going to do. And I'm a little bit nervous about what they're going to do. Oh, wait, hold up. I made grave errors, didn't I? Yeah, I'm already past where I need to be. Whoopsie daisies. Oh, I'm going to take a big old sip of water. You know, we are approaching the end for what I am going to want to do on stream. Wait, we didn't even activate the terminal. Wait, we can't activate the terminal. Oh, that's... Oh my gosh. I'm silly. Onto something. I think it would turn out to be something like Avatar-type character. Yeah! See, that's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. Very worried about. I do not want to have Avatar-looking characters for the Zora. Let's do that. Yep. Like they use real actors but use special effects and like motion capture and all that jazz. Yeah, see, I'm worried about that. I don't want that. If my husband's in the movie, yeah, if they end up doing Breath of the Wild, I want like Zora, it's gonna be really tricky, honestly. Zora, I feel like they're gonna have to do motion capture and CGI, but what I really want, especially for the Gorons and for the Rito, is I want to have puppets or costumes. I really want puppets or costumes. Because, like, I have not seen the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, but I think they did a really good job with the animatronics there. And I don't know if you've seen the Dungeons and Dragons movie, but there are so many characters, even just side throwaway characters that are only in for like 2 or 3 seconds, that they ended up doing with full-on costumes and practical effects, and it looks so good. I really hope they have it within the budget and the art style decisions to do something that's more practical effects. Oh yeah, I mean, part of that was because the animatronics themselves were like literally commissioned, or they were done by the Jim Henson Company. And the Jim Henson Company are so good when it comes to puppetry and animatronic work. Like, I have nothing but respect for the Jim Henson Company. Let's go ahead and get the treasure chest. Amazing. Yeah, I do really want to see the FNAF movie, not because it's a good movie, but because it's a bad movie. and I want to see it with Twilight again. If they could be a part of a movie, that would be amazing. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, hold up. I need to wait until they're properly aligned. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Really good coming from a non-FNAF fan. Okay, alright. Oh no, it's definitely goofy. Oh my gosh, have you looked at the character designs? Of course that's gonna be a goofy movie. The message being portrayed was good. Oh, okay. Alright, so there's a moral to the story. Alright. Nice. Nice. Yeah, if they're only gonna have like it's rated PG-13, right? Because if it's rated PG-13, like I have heard from reviewers that they were hoping that just in terms of subject material and in terms of like gore, they were hoping for a little bit something more than what the movie provided, and they didn't push the PG-13 as hard as they probably could have. Because I know that one of the whole things that makes FNAF so creepy is the fact that the fact that there's like slicing and animatronics doing very violent things. You hate horror, but that was nothing. They could have made it a bit more creepy. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah. I don't know. We will see it in due time. We already have 6 Korok seeds, guys. This is incredible. Can we talk with this guy? I don't think that we can. Yeah, we have 0 crystallized charges. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely hundo. You missed it, Twy. Welcome back, by the way. Polly finally was able to get enough points to activate Funky Mode. And it was crazy. We got Polly activating Funky Mode, immediately followed by Leo, who dropped a sub. And all of this happened immediately after Polly raided. Like, it was out of this world. There was so much happening. It was very intimidating, actually. Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. Josh Hutcherson, I mean, all I know about him is that he was in Hunger Games and that he is a rather handsome gentleman. Josh Hutcherson, my beloved. Exactly. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn. All right. Are we able to jump? Oh, no. No. Okay. There we go. Oh. I forgot how to dive. I've only seen the first Hunger Games movie. I haven't seen any of the other ones. Yeah. I do really like, oh my gosh, what's her name? Jennifer Lawrence. I'm a big fan of her as an actor. Yeah. You play Side. Oh, no, Sidon all the way. No, there's like a tier list, I suppose. Like, Ryan Reynolds and Sidon are like basically at the same level. Hugh Jackman's pretty high up there as well. No! I was distracted talking about Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Okay, there we go. Forgot how to dive. Prompts is on screen. Look, Twy, just because the prompt is on the screen does not mean that I am able to read. I never learned how to read, okay? And I don't want you judging me. Bro, Ryan Reynolds. I mean, yeah, of course I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan. I'm a man with a heart and 2 eyes. Of course I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan. There we go. Now we head back up here. This part's a little repetitive. Okay, now we can finally pray to the goddess, and we are forced to get one of those disgusting heart containers. Gross. Ugh. Fine, I'll get a heart container so I can open the door so I can finish the tutorial section of the game. Yeah. I don't know a single person who doesn't appreciate Ryan Reynolds. But yeah. Sidon and Ryan Reynolds are really high up there, and Hugh Jackman is definitely a comfortable but respectable third. Second movie is the best in Hunger Games. Okay. Yeah. All I'm familiar with is the first movie. I'm gonna have to give the rest of the movies a go. I know that there's the sequel that is coming out. When he gets mad at Tears of the Kingdom for not letting skip to the end of the puzzle. I know. that is such a dumb complaint that I'm making. You're right about that. Like, Tears of the Kingdom has such freedom through which you can solve all the puzzles. It's just like the tutorial section, that section in particular, is a little repetitive. Anyways, would you guys be open to doing a minimum hearts run? Because at this point, we have the minimum number of hearts that we need in order to tackle the rest of Hyrule. Absolutely. Okay. All right. I am open to it. I do want to finish Mario Wonder first. All right. We got two absolutelys back to back. That okay. All right. Well, pull my leg. I guess I'm gonna have an excuse to play this game again. One of my favorite games ever. Oh gosh. Yeah. No, I'm leaning towards doing a minimum hearts run. I still want to get as good armor as I can. But I am definitely going to be nervous. Even with fully upgraded armor, I'm pretty sure that the final boss is going to be able to one-hit us. So we got to be careful. I can't this Saturday. There is only one Saturday in November that I can actually stream. Yeah, I'm going to be out of town, unfortunately. It's just I am in that extremely busy part in my life where there are some weekends that I'm just not going to be able to stream. And I feel bad about that, but there's nothing that I can do about it. Once mid-February rolls around, we are going to have a lot more reliable of a stream schedule. I know. But if you are willing to join me for the, I think it's the 18th, November 18th, I am going to be in town then, and I believe that I texted you about that. If you are available then I would like to go with the plan that we discussed. I do want to do co-op Mario Wonder one of these days, but, yeah. Just definitely be on the lookout for that, for those streams coming up. And I do definitely want to play this cutscene out. I do really enjoy this cutscene. You get at least little glimpses into what has actually happened to Zelda. But the cool thing about this is we'll be able to have this on the VODs channel now. And you know what? If we end up doing the minimum hearts run, then I can have that as its own separate playlist on the VODs channel. Oh, that's going to be exciting. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm looking forward to this new series. Oh, it's going to be great. Okay, time to stick the master butter knife in the glowing orb. Actually, now that I think about it, why hasn't Nintendo created a butter knife shaped like the Master Sword? I feel like there is some untapped business potential there. Oh boy. Now Zelda has the butter knife. I sure hope they had butter back then in the days of the Zonai. You're gonna lurk for a bit? Oh, we're about to end stream anyways. But yeah, understandable. Yeah, what are you having for dinner out of curiosity? I know that you just said that you're gonna lurk, but like, I'm curious. If I were to take a wild guess, it's spaghetti. But I also look forward to be proven wrong. Oh boy. What's that dragon doing there? Guys, seriously, the opening few hours of this game are so well done in terms of story, in terms of world building, in terms of tutorial design. Like, I have such respect for this game. It is incredible. You must find me. Well, she definitely performed that a lot better than I did. Since we haven't actually come across a boss, I haven't really had the need to get rid of funky mode at all. Oh boy. Can we make it all the way to that far? Actually, let's not. Let's go to this little pond first. Yes. What was the yes in, was that just like, oh, the tutorial section is amazing, the opening hours are amazing, all that just, oh, look. Oh, I want to head in this direction. I want to head specifically in this direction. Just so that we can get the, Oh, you're back, Peachy? Well, welcome back. Oh, are we able to climb up there? We should be able to make that, yeah. You can make it to the far pond. Yeah, I wanted to make it to the big pond, though, so that we can... Hyrule Kingdom. Oh, it's beautiful. We're going to go ahead and drop a save. And I think that we are actually going to end stream right there. I know that you just got back, Peachy, but your boy definitely needs to eat some dinner. It's getting to be that time of the night. Well, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. This was an amazing stream. I know that I've been doing Mario Wonder lately, but I'm so glad that I ended up doing Tears of the Kingdom, because not only do I love this game, but we were able to talk about the Zelda movie. We had such a blast. I got some really good ideas from you guys about what I am going to speculate and hope for in the movie as well. Yes, it is important to eat. Thank you. But this stream was a blast, and definitely a pick-me-up from last week when I was very sick. So I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Thank you again, Leo, for that sub. That really made my day. Thank you to Montanez for the new follow. And thank you, everybody, for being here. I just really appreciate having you guys here. If you like the content and you would like to see more Nintendo and indie content in your life, then you can go ahead and drop a follow. It is not expected, but it is greatly appreciated. If you want to be a part of the Wobbledoo community, then you can check out the links to both my Discord and my Instagram, as well as my VODs channel. All of that is located in the About section of my Twitch page. Once again, I want to thank everybody for stopping by, and wherever you are in the world, stay safe. Have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, and a great week, everybody.